Welcome to Debbie's Grow, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited (SML) has filed a lawsuit against the Office of the Special Prosecutor, demanding the return of seized equipment and more than 28 million in damages for what it described as unlawful raid on its officers. In a statement of claim filed at the High Court in Accra, SML said that on June 10th, officers from the OSP under a purported warrant conducted a heavily militarized and intrusive search at its premises and seized several items including servers, laptops, storage devices, and specialized mineral analysis equipment. The company, which provided data analysis, revenue assurance, and real-time monitoring services to the Ghana Revenue Authority, said the seized equipment formed the backbone of Ghana's petroleum and solid minerals monitoring system. SML claims the action caused a nationwide collapse of its secure data communication network linking 25 petroleum depots, resulting in the total shutdown of real-time data transmission. According to the right, the seized servers contain unique softwares and firmwares used to monitor and authenticate transactions in Ghana petroleum and mining sectors. SML stated that the abrupt removal of its system permanently invalidated security protocols and rendered the infrastructure inoperable. The company further alleged that the OSP's actions breach forensic and evidence handling standards, arguing that investigators uprooted physical hardware instead of conducting a forensic imaging process that would have preserved data integrity and business continuity. It also accused the OSP of disabling its CCTV system during the operation to prevent video documentation of the incident. In its suit, the SML is asking the court to declare the OSP's detention of its property unlawful and to order the immediate return of all seized equipment. The company is also seeking compensation for losses as well as legal costs. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has not yet or is yet to file a response to the claim. We live in a very funny country, trust me. We live in a very, very funny country. So not quite long, the Office of the Special Prosecutor made claims concerning strategic mobilization and Ghana Revenue Authority and a whole lot. And this case has been referred to the Attorney General. And the case, I would say the case is still being investigated. And only for us to wake up yesterday and then come up or see a news popping on social media that has to do with the strategic mobilization suing the OSP in court. And this is because, according to them, the office of the OSP came to do their investigations and verify whatever they want to verify. And at the end, they took away some equipment, their laptops and their servers, equipment that was necessary to them, equipment that helped them in executing their work and also monitoring some petroleum hubs. And they said it has caused them a very huge loss. And so they are suing the OSP in court. How is this possible? And how did we get to this stage? Because if at OSP you are investigating a company involved in scandalous behavior, you shouldn't fall into their trap. And the case is in court. So the court justify whether the OSP is wrong, whether SMS is right. We are yet to know. But the issue is, how did we get here? if the office of the special prosecutor is out to investigate a group of people, your work is, you are supposed to respect and do within your mandate. You are not supposed to cross your boundaries. So if the office of the special prosecutor is here today to investigate us on maybe some things or one or two things, does that mean that when they are going, they should go away with our cameras, they should go away with the microphones? No, it shouldn't be that. And I've heard a lot of people saying that, oh, because the OSP has come out and then say that they found some irregularities with SML, so they want to also come up with something. So in case the OSP never make claims involving SML, are we going to hear what they brought out yesterday? You see, that is why I said we are funny. We live in a very funny country. We don't even take things seriously. As an OSP, I also want song. Because your office is not a playground. Your office is very crucial, very significant. Because key issues are being deliberated there. Your work involves a lot. And so that is why you're supposed to come out clean. So now that SML has also come out with their own problem or whatever it is that they filed in court, as usual, it's going to delay the whole investigations or the whole findings that the OSP has done. It's going to delay it because they have to pay attention to that as well. And SML has every right to allegedly accuse the OSP till the court is done with their findings and then inform us whether the OSP is guilty or not, or whether the Strategic Mobilization Limited are the ones not telling us the truth. But my question is, why would you go to investigate someone? Why would you go to interrogate someone and then coming out with things that do not belong to you if only Strategic Mobilization Limited are also telling us the truth? Why will you do such a thing? So in this scenario, I'm not pointing to someone saying the person is a criminal, but in this scenario with what is going on, it's just like a criminal going to investigate a criminal. And that is how it looks like. Because if a thief should go and steal, and then the police is being asked to go and arrest that thief, and then imagine the police get there, and then the police try taking the phone of the thief without his knowledge. It depicts something. So that is the same way we are going to see these two cases. This whole scandalous activities involving the SML is not something we should sleep over. Everyone is eagerly waiting to see how this issue is going to end. And even after the OSP brought out its findings, we saw SML coming out saying that it is false. They said it's false. And then for only for them to come out yesterday and to bring out another accusation. And as an OSP, dear, where they think Kenya will lay more. And you will lay more. Because when it's happened like that, it tarnishes your image as the office of the special prosecutor. As it stands now, I will be bold enough to tell you that 90% do not even trust the OSP. We don't trust the OSP because he has been in that office for 8 good years without we not seeing anything. It is even after some people petition the government to take him off. That is when we saw him coming up with all these findings and referring it to the Attorney General. So, as it stands, I can personally tell you, boldly tell you, that 90% of Ghanaians have little faith in the office of the special prosecutor. And now that the citizens are trying to reignite some faith in the OSP, and that things like this are popping up, how are you going to hold someone responsible in a crime whilst you yourself has been dented of doing similar? You might not take the money, but all that you've taken, is it not money that was used in buying all those things? So equally, it's money. But as I said, we have no right to say whether the OSP is guilty or they are not guilty till the court is done with their findings. But what I want to say is that it's bad. It's bad. It doesn't speak well of the OSP. It tarnishes its image. And it also tells us that in a way, their integrity has been robbed with mud. Thank you for making time with me on the video.